YouTube. I just came from being live on Facebook, so I'm welcoming everyone to come right over into this platform. This is a moment of harmony, and we are meeting here weekly for our healing, to have me be a part of your healing routine, your self care routine, and I am always honored and happy to do that. There are so many things that we have going on with our moment under the umbrella of our moment. And I am so happy to just get into that a little bit before we get started. And I'll reiterate again just towards the end, just because I know today's going to be full of so much stuff. Okay. So, in a moment of harmony, we are currently in a 32-week series entitled A Matter of Moments. We have recently, or a while ago at this point, come out of a 25-week affirmation series. We will be going into a declaration series after A Matter of Moments. We will have a Matter of Moments interactive workbook to be available to us by the time we're getting ready to get into our pray and purge in person. So much going on. We have our annual prayer and purge set for January the 7th. If you are a Matter of Moments, or if you are a Moments member and you are part of our thread and our information network, then you'll be continuously getting those reminders at that moment, that in-person moment is coming. If you would love to be a Moments member and you live in the Baltimore area or even the DMV area and you can travel just once a month to get in person with us, please inbox me. Inbox me your information, inbox me your desire, and I will definitely make sure that you're connected to that information and meeting up with us and having these exchanges in person once a month. So our prayer and purge has been virtual for 2 years, and we come together at the end of every year and we just let some stuff go. We pray about it. We set some, it is really a release. A lot of times, we're doing our New Year resolutions, and this is about affirmations. This is about clarity. This is about prayer. This is about cleansing. And so I want you to get with me as we do our annual prayer and purge this year for the first time in person. This year, the registration is $50, and we're only taking registration up until December, so that we're all set for the first weekend in January the 7th, when the prayer and purge takes place. So our prayer and purge is coming. And also in November, for the weekend of November the 18th through the 20th, we are doing a deep moment sleepover. Yes, old school time. I don't know how many of y'all really need like some time, like some good eating time, like some good speaking time, like some playful time, some prayer time, some crying time. Y'all need the whole thing, and we can't do it in 4 hours. We're doing a sleepover. If you are a Moments member, this is for you. And if you want to be a Moments member, you got to get that inbox in so we can get you into this sleepover, deep moment sleepover. So I'm so excited to make those announcements. And now let's get into this week. What is happening this week? For this week, we are in an episode entitled, our session today is entitled My Moment. My moments. So we know that we've been through tons of moments so far in our Matter of Moments series. We have quite a bit of moments to go before we've reached our 32 weeks, and we are moving well more than halfway through. So for all of you that have been consistent, that have been doing your work, that are growing, that are healing, I'm very proud of you. I know that by this time, there should be a great deal of reflection in your life of your intention to love and be true and close to self. So, with all of that being said, let's get into another session that's going to get you where you need, want, and a healed place, a healing place. So, in our moments today, we are again, like I just said, speaking about my moments. My moments is such an incredible moment to delve into. It's such an incredible focus point because life can get so real, so all of a sudden, so abruptly, and then you have no idea how to be in within yourself, how to utilize what's happening with you in isolation or in transformation or in your cocooning. You're not sure, like, what am I even supposed to do with this? The Creator has shut some things off, have stripped some things away, have put you in a place of growth and development, but you're left alone with your moments that you're unfamiliar with, that you're uncomfortable with, that you haven't been guided or exposed or taught about, looked at. We haven't seen our elders, most of us haven't seen our elders be comfortable in their moments, be productive, be positive, be glowing, be growing, right? Be divine in their own moments. I personally am one of those people who have lived a great deal of my 36 years helping others, for the love of others, for the joy of others, for the greatness of others. And a great part of that is just who I am, and it's never going anywhere. And I've accepted that as part of my moments as well. But there's also a part of it that when I am engulfed in the loving of others, I have not balanced it with my very own moments. I haven't balanced it with my very own joy, with seeking my very own smile. And I've seen others do that so effortlessly, and it doesn't come so effortlessly to me. So I have definitely been in a place where I'm saying, you know what? I am going to navigate my moments differently. I'm going to navigate my moments better. I'm going to utilize my moments for myself. Literally, all of my moments in life have been for others. All of my moments have been for what I think other people need from me, for what I think I can do for others. It, again, just my wiring. And I am learning now in my late 30s, because in February I'll be 37. So moving into those later 30s, I'm realizing, like, what if just this bizarre idea that your life was for you? What if your moments are for you? What if your seeking of joy and laughter and greatness and healing and development for others is really what needs to come to you? And what if you don't ever do that first and you always misprioritize your moments? Therefore, you never find the healing, the joy, and the growth that you truly need to make a difference anywhere for anyone else, especially yourself. Ashe, Mama, so wonderful to see you. I love you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Reflecting, sis. You are so beautiful too. Thank you, thank you. So as we get into our moments, I want us to I'm just giving the preface of why these are so, why this is such a dynamic scope for us to really be in a really present and deliberate, intentional way. Because not knowing what to do with our moments, not being not being present in our moments, not having our moments as truly ours, is making us counterproductive. We are building up corporations and we're dying in the meantime, which then will be counterproductive. We are sustaining families and marriages and relationships, and we're dying in the meantime, and it is just ultimately coming to ungrateful, children, damaged relationships, because we are going outward for giving of love. We are pouring outward for the giving of time, for the giving of growth, for the giving of healing. I know I am a nurturer. And I will so quickly, without even thinking, nurture something else. Just without thinking, sacrifice for something else. But we'll have to go into a place in order to do those things for myself. And I am saying I have been in a place where I am understanding that my moments are meaningful. My moments matter. And that's what we are sharing here today. The little Kim had a saying that you guys probably heard me say 1,000 times because I love it and it's eye-opening. But little Kim has a saying that says, I didn't know that God was all I needed until I looked up and he was all I had. And what I'm saying in that similar vein is that the Creator will put you in a place where you will realize that the only happiness that matters, not only, but that the happiness that matters the most, because I have not ever gotten to that place where no one else's happiness matters, but I have realized that the greatest happiness is yours. the greatest rest, the greatest peace, the greatest joy. I have different conversations with myself. Listen, y'all know I have an adult son who has a baby of his own, and I'm always trying to help so that they can get rest, so they can have a break, so they can have. And my thing now is just like, well, you need rest, and you need a break, and you need your time. And where are your moments? Where are your moments of peace, of restoration, of gathering? Where are your moments? We are going to figure out today in this session how to recognize, hone into, utilize, I know I love that word, and grab onto our moments in a way that are not selfish, but self-sustaining. There is a thin line, guys. And I know me as a mom, and y'all know I got a brood. I am always feeling like if I do something for myself, it's selfish. When it comes to, I make so many choices, even though, I can even make so many choices for my mate. And I feel selfish if I don't make choices for myself sometimes. Or I feel selfish if I made a choice that helped me or protected me. And I'm saying, I come back to this idea. Were you being selfish or self-sustaining? Because I know, regardless of what is being said by the people around you, you know that you made decisions for them. You've made decisions and sacrifices, and you've lost things, and you took hits for them. And now you're just like, I want to truly be able to say that I know I'm not selfish. I don't even battle with myself about that anymore. But it is okay for me to be self-sustaining, because you will realize quick, you will start to see people around you choosing themselves over you. People you have chosen and put first your entire existence. People that you have taken much time out to backseat your dreams, your desires, your ambitions, your healing. And you will see them quickly choose themselves, quickly choose with themselves, quickly choose them or choose their desires or what it is they need. And you'll be sitting there brokenhearted when in essence they made a move that was self-sustaining. And so I'm saying we now have to get out of the mindset of from selfish to self-sustaining. It is not selfish for me to make sure that I am okay. Now, if I am hurting someone else, if I am sabotaging, if I am being negative, if I am being malicious or to someone else to bring something else down in order for me to have, now that's a different story. That's not even in my fiber. And if somebody else is doing that, then that's not going to go far quick. But I'm saying if you are in a place, like I am in a place where the creator has sat you in a space by yourself so that you can finally stop looking here, stop looking there, but look into this mirror. You know how you have been and the creator have been just like, look, what about what you need? And y'all, I am always talking about what the world needs, what our children need, what black men need, what us women need, I'm always talking about what my children need. Oh my God, I know people are tired of me talking about what my kids need. And the creator has set me in a mirror to say, what do you need? I know you're worried about what your marriage needs. I know you're worried about what your organization needs, your business needs, your church needs, your community needs. But the creator will take it all, move it out the way so that you can sit in a quiet space and have no one to look at with your nurturing, no one to reflect on your nurturing, no one to give your nurturing to but yourself. I'm trying to tell you, you'll get put in the position. Good morning, my love. The creator will put you there. So it becomes so vital that we get into our moments, because you don't ever want to get into that space where the creator, or you don't ever want to get into a backseat of self. You don't want to get into the backseat of self. Remember, There is a thin line, but there is a difference between selfish and self-sustaining. And now I no longer worry, I don't even worry about, is this a selfish move? If is this a selfish thought? Is this, I have come to the understanding and standing in my moments, like today, standing in my moments, that I am not a selfish person. So I am incapable of selfish moves. If I'm doing something that appears selfish to someone else, I know it's self-sustaining for me. Now, if you know you do battle, everyone has their demons that they battle. If you battle with selfishness and it's something you're trying to grow out of and you're trying to find the balance so that you're not over exhausting or over depleting yourself, then you do want to get into that category of understanding the difference between self-sustaining and selfishness. And those cues I gave you a little bit ago about being malicious and low vibrational. But if that is not where you are, and you have had to just grow up out of that situation, and the Creator is putting you in a place in this time where it is like, stop looking for other people to help and help yourself. Stop looking for you. I know your heart is bleeding. But when are you going to stop and put a Band-Aid on yourself? Your moments matter. And we're going to get into that today. My moments. So the first point of my moments and getting into our moments that matter for us are understanding that my moments are mine. My moments are mine. Look, I know there's some people in our session engaged today that are just like, my moments are already mine. But listen, like I said, if you're like myself, you are a nurturer. You automatically give to others. It is in your fabric to be a giver. When you come up into a society like this one, you start getting sucked dry. And I know a lot of my sisters, I know a lot of individuals that I do private sessions for, and I know we are drained, we are confused, we are depleted because we are not being able to say, my moments are mine, with joy, with conviction, with confidence, guilt-free. My moments are mine. I don't have to share my moments with anyone. I don't have to explain my moments to anyone. I don't have to negotiate my moments. You have a right to your moments. I don't know who needed that as much as like I spoke of earlier, as much as what I've learned, I've been exposed to, the season that I've been growing through this season is really being able to get to the place of being like, wow, here you are thinking that your moment was connected to so many other things, thinking that your moment was connected to so many other outcomes, connected to so many other sources, feelings, when your moment the whole time was only yours. This moment, your moment, the whole time, it was only yours. And unfortunately, it might have took some people leaving you in your moments by yourself. It might have took some people you having to be stuck in a moment that you can't get out to realize, like, my moments are my moments. But not totally negatively, positively. I don't have to answer to anyone. I don't owe anyone anything. Listen, I know that sounds bizarre when you've been, I know for myself, mommying for a long time, sibling for a long time. I've been a caretaker for my parent. Like, when you are just my parents, I just got finished helping my godfather out of an emergency 2 nights ago, middle of the night. Just getting to the point of where you realize, yeah, I don't know why my hair is sticking to me. When you get to the point where you realize, like, look, people have no problem letting you know that their space, their thoughts, their resources, their time is all for them. Why are you having such a hard time understanding that your moments are for you? Again, when we want to get to a place of elevation and growth, you're going to be stuck, sat back on that timeout space until you realize what you have come here to realize. And in this moment, I want us to truly be able to say, when I am in my moments, what do I do with them? When I am in my moments, how am I going to heal within them? How can I make them helpful to me? How are they beneficial to me? We first start out by saying, your moments are yours. Get into your moment. Get into your moments. Stop trying to escape your moment. Stop trying to include other people into your moment. Ashe. You are so silly, see. Stop trying to share your moment. Stop trying to expand your moment into the horizons. Y'all know I am a humanitarian by nature. If I got something good, if I have an idea, if I have something beneficial, I want everyone in on it. But what I am learning is that I got to get onto it first. You got to get in on it first before it can be beneficial to anyone else, before it gets all used up, because the Creator gave it to you. Creator gave you your moment. And so I want moments. Listen, guys, this is the part that we like push away, the part that we are told, especially as women, it was a big no. But I want my moments. We are told that we are not to have them, that we are to be open for everyone, that we are to be available to everyone, that we are the healers and the nurturers and we have to do all of these things. And I'm saying they are to be done within a priority scope. Self-care is divine order. Self-care is divine order. It's putting yourself first. So I have a right to say I want my moments. And I'm going to get into my moments of joy, my moments of happiness, my moments of sadness, my moments of regret, my moments of reflection, my moments of planning, my moments of prayer. My moments belong to me. I don't have to any longer, because what did I tell you? What did I tell you earlier? People will take their moments. People will block you out of their moments. They will get real protective, have a whole security gate around their lives, their thoughts, and their moments, and will make you feel like you have to. Share all of who you are. Share all of what you're doing, all of what you're experiencing. But only you look up one day and have nothing. Only you look up one day and have no one. And you keep giving people the grace and you're not giving it to yourself. And you keep giving people love and you're not giving it to yourself. Listen, people will be so quick to tell you what they like or don't like about you, what they love or don't like about you. People who don't even love and like themselves, but will be so quick to tell you what they think about you, but will not sit and reflect on their own thoughts with themselves. And we will hold it. That's your moment. My moment. I'm saying the world will teach you how to be in your moment, how to discern, how to have discernment in your moment. You so quickly want me to be a part of your misery. You so quickly want me to be a part of your trauma. You experience me through your trauma, and then I'm supposed to pour out an acceptance of that and to change that and to nurture that toxicity. I am saying to us today, your moments are yours. That's not yours. You can love people and you can assist and you can pray. That's the best thing you can do, actually. You can pray for people. You can hope nothing but the best. But I am trying to tell you what's happening in your moment. Those of you out there who have sisterhoods and brotherhoods, when someone calls you and it's like, she said, he said, they're doing at work, at home, at this, I want you to say, what's going on with your moments? Where your, because your moments are yours. So what's going on with your boss doesn't belong to you. What's going on with your spouse that doesn't belong to you. What's going on with your children, those aren't your moments. And there's a moments you're a part of. But you have personal moments that are all you. And what's happening with your moments? Get into your moments. Get into your time. So if you beefing with your boss, you got a moment there of healing for yourself. You have a moment there of planning for yourself. You have a moment there of discernment. You have a moment there of discussion and dialogue. You have a moment of transformation that's needed for just yourself. Your moments belong to you. So when it comes into that, the Creator is giving me lots of my own moments. The Creator is giving me lots of my own thoughts. The Creator is giving me a lot of time with my own self. And you're saying, what am I doing with them? How do I use them? It's your time. It's your moment. Your moments belong to you. You don't owe a single moment to a single person. Creator ain't bring you up in here with no Siamese twin, with no conjoined person to your body. Not in most of us, he didn't. So guess what? You have a right to your moment. You have a right to feel and to think and to grow and to take part. And you have a right to be in your space. This is my moment. I know you want to make it about you. This is my moment. I tell my children all the time, I know y'all think everything belongs to y'all. And you know what? I'm obligated. And there are people we're obligated to. We have responsibilities. But let me tell you, there's only one thing that's all yours. Your moment. Ashe, you better go ahead. I'm trying to tell you, the Mama Zulus be cheerleading. Okay? The next one. My moments are lessons. For those of us that run from our private moments, they're running from the season that the Creator is putting us in. Like I told you earlier, you looking this way, you looking, I'm going to help this, I'm going to make this better, I'm going to save this person, I'm going to be what this person needs me to be, I'm going to show up and be superwoman. And the Creator takes your head and says, look at the mirror here. Because you are in everybody else's moment. But your moment is full of lessons. You're trying to learn from this person who's had this experience. You're trying to learn from this outlet. You're trying to use, I need to travel the world to learn and to grow. These things are great, and these are things I love. They don't have nothing to do with your moments, though. They have to do with your overall being. They can have to do with your growth. But your personal moments are personal. And if you truly want to learn about what's going on with you and your mission and your destiny and your purpose and the season you're in, where the Creator has for you to go, you need only know that there are lessons in your moments. I know you looking in a book, you watching a lecture, you going on to Google, you calling people up, you're trying to get the lessons. Well, I know it's a lesson in this season, but where is it? In the moment. I know there's something I'm supposed to get from this, but what is it? It's in the lesson, is in your moment. It's in that moment that you're uncomfortable in. It's in that moment that you're unfamiliar with. It's in the moment that that you don't really want to be in. And so you're trying to go to this place and to that place to learn. The Creator done set you right up inside of yourself. Sat you right up inside of yourself. Your lessons are there. You won't learn self-love like you will from people who will put you last. There is no greater lesson of self-love than being surrounded by people who will put you last. You will be learning real quick the lessons in that moment. It's in that moment of abandonment. It's in that moment of rejection. It's in that moment of isolation. Your lessons are there. So when I get into my moments and I'm saying, well, what do I do with this? You take care of yourself. You listen to yourself. You talk to yourself, but you understand that your lessons are there. So when it's quiet, don't make noise. You know what you're doing, trying to clean something up, trying to make the volume as loud as it can be. You know, I have a sibling that will play. I think that she needs a lot of inside healing. And when I tell you, there were times I could never visit her house without her music being like you can hear it on the block when you're parking and you can't even talk. And my thing is, you in a moment, when your moment is quiet, listen. Stop trying to distract yourself out of your lesson. There's lessons in your moment. That which you don't want to feel. That which you don't want to hear. That which you don't want to experience. Your lesson is in that moment. So embrace your moments. These are my moments. I'm entitled to my moment of sitting, of listening. I'm entitled to my moment of absorbing. I'm entitled in this moment of rethinking, of reconsidering. My lessons are in this moment. And there's nothing that's going to teach me better than my experiences. And when I'm sitting in a quiet moment with myself, with just me and the creator, my experiences are all around me. The truth is here. I have no distractions. I have no illusions. I can't be sweet talked out of a lesson when it's just me and my moment in this lesson. My moments are lessons. I value my moments. I protect them. I cherish them differently. Understand that your moments are so valuable to where you are going and where you are coming from, who you are becoming. Your moments are communication. So we know that our moments belong to us. We got to stop feeling like everything has to be inside of everything. Sometimes you in it all by yourself. It's okay. You in this moment, you in your feelings, you in your mindset, you where you are. It's your moment. It belongs to you. It's just like when you put all that stuff on your food. No, my daughter, she put syrup on eggs. It's nasty, I think. She put syrup all on her eggs and stuff. But guess what? That's her plate. It's her food. We got to get like that about our moments. You don't like what I'm doing over here? It's not yours. You don't have to eat it. You don't have to live it. But there's a lot of people that you are making your plate for that don't got to eat your food. You're making your plate for some other. Come on, y'all. It's your stuff. It's your moment. Stop making your plate for someone else. You the one got to digest it. Ashe? Okay. Your moments are yours. Your moments are full of lessons. And your moments are your communication. This is for those who struggle with holding on to, with struggle with being comfortable in our moments. Like I say, the Creator is putting you in your moment. And we're feeling like you are something else. Listen, I know when I watch the playbacks that y'all cannot see the chats in real time. Y'all can see them, but once I play back, you cannot. And y'all really are a whole vibe. My moment members, my moment engagers and supporters, y'all are a whole vibe. Y'all keep me tripping the whole session. So those that watch the playbacks, forgive all my giggles and my talkbacks to the screen because it does end up looking like I'm just talking to the screen. But there are people chatting with me in real time. Okay, but your moments are communication. These are for those that are afraid to be in their own moments, afraid to embrace their own moments, protect and defend their own moments, stop and settle into their own moments, feel like they must go and fix something else. They must go be somewhere else. What is it going to look like? What is it going to feel like? What are they going to think? Anyone, my job, my boss, my mate, my kids, what are they going to think if it's not all about them? If I take some time in my moment. So we start being distracted. We start being uncomfortable in our own moments. Listen, your moments have your lessons. Your moments are communication. Child, we trying to communicate with everyone. Calling people 100 times, texting people, going to get readings. We all trying to find all types of communication. Your moment is full of communication. There is nothing wrong with being connected with your loved ones, with communicating with others. There is nothing wrong with having open lines of communication. There is something wrong with a lack of communication with self. You're letting other people tell you how you feel. You're letting other people tell you what direction you should be moving in. You're letting other people dictate and indicate to you what is and what isn't and how you feel and what you should think. Your moments all by yourself are full of communication. Those thoughts, when you sit and reflect on your childhood, is full of communication. When you sit and you reflect on your adolescent years, full of communication. Your dreams, the things that aren't going the way you want them to go, that you intended them to, full of communication. Your dreams, actual dreams in your sleep, full of communication. Your moments that you're so afraid to be in by yourself. Your moments that you're running from because you think someone else needs your love, your nurturing, and your support more than you are full of communication. Well, I'm just trying to I just need clarity, and I just need an answer, and I just need a sign. Y'all, I know all about it. I'm not preaching, we are exchanging, okay? I need something to let me know. Your moment is letting you know. Your moment is communicating with you. You don't like what it's saying. You don't like that it's saying it's time to evolve. It's time to change. You need more discipline. You need more focus. It's time to move on. You need to restart. You need to revisit. You need to revise. You might not like what the moment is saying, but the literal moment you're in right now, I don't care where you are, at work, at home, in your bed, in your car, on your way to church, on your way from church, where you are. Wherever you are, the moment you're in right now is communicating to you. Now, we get other communications like I'm hungry, I'm cold, I'm sleepy. All day long, we're getting self-communications that we adhere to or at least acknowledge. But we don't acknowledge the communication from our moments. My moment that says I need to be held. My moment that says this isn't working for me. My moment that says I do need that. My moment that says I want to read something. My moment that says I want to explore something. My moment that says I want to feel better. I want to heal something. I want to mend something. The moment you're in right now is communicating to you. And the more moments you get where it's just you in your moment, they're communicating. There's communication in your moment. Stop running from them. Stop trying so hard to, again, be a part of somebody else's moment. Let someone else into your moment. Be in that quiet moment. It is telling you, I don't know if I should be doing this. Is this the right thing? There's communication in your moment. You know what it feels like. You know what it's telling you. You know the next move. You will if you be quiet in your moment. If you let toxicity out of your moment, if you stop letting noise and distraction into your moment, you can stop and say, I know exactly what's happening right now. I don't need to confer. We don't need to communicate. I don't even need to dialogue about my communication with self. But we got to go get confirmation. I was thinking this. What do you think? It's your moment. Your moment didn't communicate with me. Now, we can sit in a place where the climate is a certain temperature and you can say, I'm cold. Are you cold? And they might say, yeah, I'm cold. But how many times, I know for myself at work all the time, I say, I'm cold. They be like, I'm good. Because your moment is not my moment. Do not go and have someone else have to confirm your communication with self. Validate your communication with self. Dictate or direct your communication with self. You don't need the confusion of communication outside of your own moment. Your moment is communicating with you. The season you're in right now is talking to you about something. It's moving around something that you have requested. It is a manifestation of your mind, your spirit, your soul. Even if it is not in the playbook of what you would have imagined. It's yours. It's your moment. It's your communication. Now, finally, because we're not going to be in a super long moment today, but we're going to get into the last part of our moments. Your moments are growing moments. Your moments are healing moments. We are talking about in these sessions, for those that are just joining in, we're in a session today entitled My Moments. The beauty of my own moment, the beauty of being centered and sat into a moment within yourself, from taking a back seat within yourself to being in the front driver's seat of yourself, from understanding that I am worthy. My moments matter. My feelings matter, my desires. How many times do we attach our desires to what somebody else's want? Well, I want this if they want that. And if they say we're going to do this, then I'll do that. We decide on what job to take. We decide on what move to make on other people's moments. We're so busy trying to be a part of somebody else's moment. And we get to an age and we have a boatload of neglected moments. And we want to look at the people that neglected us or abandoned us or rejected us or backseated us. And we want to blame them for our boatload of abandoned, neglected moments. And it belonged to nobody but you. I can't blame my dad for moments that I neglected because they belong to me. Now, when I was a child, I thought as a child. Y'all know that. Y'all right? Y'all know about that in that good old Bible. When I was a child, I thought as a child. But as an adult, I put away childish things. So now that I am an adult, I have the power to go back and reclaim my moments. I have the power to say, no, I can take this time. I can say no to that. I can redirect this intention. I can explore this. It's my moment now. And so we get into that space, like I say, well, what do you think about this? What do you think about me? What are they going to feel about me? I owe this. I want them to have. What do you want for yourself? What do you need for yourself? And takes a lot of work. Like I spoke of earlier, when you're a natural nurturer like myself, takes a lot of work. That's why I want this session to be one that seeps in, that you put on replay, that you go in on again if need be, because your moments matter. So we talked about my moments are mine. I got to get into my own moment. I got to get out of your business. I got to get out of your trauma. I got to get out of your history, out of your past, out of your situation. I got to get out of your hopes and your dreams and get into my moments. I got to get into my own moment. It ain't no love lost. It's actually love found. Don't take it personal. This is love found. I found love within myself. I found purpose and destiny within myself. I found drive and within myself. It's no love lost. Y'all got the love I gave you. Whatever I gave you. 10 years, 15 years, 13 years for my children, 18, 20 years. You got that. I gave it to you. For you to have, not to give back. But don't ask me to give anything back when I start giving to myself either. You can keep what I gave you. Let me have what I'm doing now. And even if you don't, I'm going to protect my moments. I'm getting into my own moment. I'm getting into my own moment. Come on now. My moments are lessons. I'm not searching for information to where I should be, what I should be doing, or what I should be feeling outside of myself. My moment tells me. We know, literally. I literally can hear myself say, Harmony, you need affection. This is unhealthy for you. You need time. You need processing. You need your moment. In the moment. Like I said, same way your body says, look, you need food. That blood sugar start dropping. I need something sweet. Right? I need something salty. I need something to drink. Your moment talks to you in that way. It's communication in your moment. There are lessons in your moment. Now there's growing and healing in your moment. So for those that think we need an apology from someone else, from those that think that our healing is out there in something else, if this person would just acknowledge, if this person would say my name, if this person would give credit where credit is due, if this person would treat me a certain way, smile at me, give me some type of signal that I matter to them. We thinking that our growth, right, that our graduation, we need a diploma from the world that we have arrived. That's inside your moment. We need a diagnosis from some psychologist about where we are in our growth and our healing. We need some type of family member to validate. Now, listen, nothing is wrong with an affirmation. Affirmations are beautiful things. We need one another. It's the way we were designed to be connected, to reflect, to give love, but it's all in contribution to growth. The catapult, the initiation, the foundation of growth and healing is right up inside yourself. Nobody can high five something that's growing that you didn't already start growing. Nobody can high five and ashe that something is healing with you or within you that you didn't already start healing. Nobody's going to do that. Nobody. And if anybody appears to have jump started something in you, it was a motivation from something that is already inside of you. There is not one person that can surgically go and put inside of you zeal, willpower, strength, discipline. Trust me, I have 5 people that I'm raising. If I could just put in, copy and paste some good little lessons in there and that's how it worked, I would have been done that. The thing is that it's got to be in them for me to shine a flashlight on it and to nurture it. So my thing is, your healing is in your moments. Your growth is in your moment. There are people that can contribute, highlight, high five, people that you admire and that you love, that you appreciate but they can't validate what they did not create. They can't validate. There's only the creator, and the creator validates you all day long. You're here. You're breathing. You're well. I gave you that idea for that book. That's the validation. I woke you up this morning in this family, and this is the validation. I sent this man or this woman to you. That's my validation. That's all you need. You can't validate what you did not create. Didn't make me. You contribute. The world contributes. Your job contributes. Your children contributes. But your moment, that moment, those moments, that's when you're growing. You know, when you're just in the car with no one but you, those thoughts you're having about what you want to do with your life, those thoughts that you're having about your loved ones and the people around you and your environment, those are the thoughts that dictate whether or not you're growing. There's growth in your moment. There's growth in the decisions you make in your moment. So there's healing there within that moment. So for those of us that, again, Creator put you right up in your own self. And you're up in there with a flashlight, lost like, why am I here? I don't want to be here. I want to be building with someone. I want to be building for someone. I want to be helping someone. I want to be connected. I want to be a part of. I want to be. You are inside of yourself. You are inside of your moment because your foundation needs you. Your foundation needs your nurturing. When your family needed you, your Creator put you there. Okay? When that family member needed money or needed help, you were in a predicament to help. Creator put you there. When your job needed you, your Creator put you there. When someone was getting something off the ground and they needed your expertise and your talent, the Creator put you there. But oh, by goodness, when the Creator puts you inside of yourself. When the Creator puts you inside of yourself, it's where you're needed. It's where you're needed the most. The Creator gonna move it, gonna rearrange it, gonna take it, gonna shake it up because He gonna put you, he, she, it, whatever you proclaim the creation, the Creator, that almighty power to be, it's gonna put you where you're needed the most. And you're needed inside of yourself. You're needed in your moments. You're needed in your moments. But you got to protect those moments. You have to acknowledge those moments. You need to explore those moments. You need to be one in those moments. You have to be comfortable in those moments. You have to be open to those moments. You have to be in love with those moments. You know what? I would really rather be cuddled up talking about my aspirations and my theories of the world. Y'all know I'm an Aquarius. I'm so theoretical. I can get so philosophical. And, I would really rather be talking about my theories on climate change. But the Creator is saying, no, I would rather you be on inside, working on the theory of the climate inside of you. Changing the climate in your life. Changing the way you show up in the world. Changing the way you show up for yourself. These things would feel nice, but that's not where you're needed. I gave you to him when he needed you. I gave you to her when she needed you. I gave you to them when they needed you. And now I surrender you to yourself. I deliver you to yourself. Your moment is a deliverance of yourself to yourself. Now, this is where you're needed the most. This is where you're needed. I get what they're saying. I see what they're doing. I know what they're trying. They're looking out for themselves. They're worried about themselves. I am delivering you to yourself. So, guys, your moments matter. Get into your moment, it belongs to you. I love you all so very much. Thank you for joining me for another moment. I'm going to quickly, as we close out, reiterate some of my announcements from earlier, because I do have some people on that weren't on at the beginning of the call. So, just very quickly, that prayer and purge is coming. I'm going to be continuously putting that flyer, posting that flyer weekly. That prayer and purge, we're in the countdown now. January the 7th, after you've done, like I said, after you've done your watchtowers, after you've done your reservations, after you've done, resolution, your New Year resolution, watch that ball drop, whatever you do on your New Year's resolution, you're going to meet up with me on that weekend, because we're going to pray and purge. We're going to lay some stuff down. We're going to get some stuff out of us. We're going to release so that we're open and receptive for the revision of self. So, prayer and purge, January the 7th. I'm taking inboxes, DMs for your registration. We're at $50 a person. You can find the flyer on my page. Come on now, we coming out. It has been done virtually for 2 years. It has been incredible. It has been transformative. If I get my words together, it has also been very touching, and we haven't even been in person. It's been very healing and successful. So, first time ever, we're in person with this pray and purge. Come on, y'all. Pray and purge in person this time, third annual, first time in person in January, on January 7th, the first weekend in January. So get your tickets, because we are shutting down registration in December. And I want to make sure that all of my engagers have what it is that they will need for the most transformative prayer and purge ever. Join for that. And then for all of my Moments members, we're having a deep moment sleepover. All the times we get together and we wish the time would not end. Oh my gosh, those hours went by too fast, talking and kikiing and healing and processing, and it just zooms right on past. Well, y'all, we're going to do it in a sleepover. November 18th to the 20th is going to be our deep moment sleepover for all of the Moment members. If you are not a Moment member, all you got to do is DM your interest. If you live in Baltimore, the Baltimore area, if you're in the DMV area and you can travel just once a month to get with us in person, let's do that. We got a deep moment sleepover coming up for all of us to have these type of moments a couple of days in a row. Okay, get some overnight action in, overnight healing. Okay, I love you all so much. Join me next week, next Saturday at 10 is our regular time, and if there's any changes, it'll always be sent out. But join me next Saturday at 10 for another Moment of Harmony. Love and light to you all.